Hello people, welcome back to my YouTube channel and thanks for always stopping by. So today we're going to be talking about raising resilient kids. So who are resilient kids? Resilient kids are more likely to take healthy risks because they don't fear falling short of expectations. They are brave, they are curious and trusting of their instincts. They know their limits and they push themselves to step out of their comfort zone. This helps them to reach out for their long-term goals and it helps them to solve problems independently. And this is built from the kind of support they get from their environment and from their parents. So nature and nurture. So why do we need to build resilience? Because life doesn't go the way we want it all the time, and we need to let our children know this. And the earlier, they learn about it, the better for them. So here are 4 ways to foster resilience in our children. The first thing to do is to let go and allow them to make mistakes. Yes, you heard me right. Make mistakes. A falsehood in parenting is the belief that it's the parents' job to always shield our children from challenges, shield our children from setbacks, shield our children from failures. But when we do this, we're actually robbing our children of the opportunity to problem solve, and to practice resilience. Just like learning any skill, we all need to fail or fall off the bike a couple of times to learn how to keep our balance. Experiencing natural consequences in life is a gift. So let your kids fail a test. Yes, I said it, because they didn't study, or support them as they navigate hard friendship dynamics. I just dropped a video on navigating friendship, dynamics. So please go watch that video instead of immediately stepping in as parents to help them decide who will be your friend and who will be your friend. Try to, teach them these things and try to avoid abandoning them, try to avoid shaming or lecturing them, but instead empathize with your child's experience and express confidence in them. For example, I'm hearing you say it feels like you failed and you're never going to be good at maths. That does not sound good. That sounds hard and scary. I've seen you try again even when it was hard. And I know you can do that with maths if you want to. I'm here to help you. Second thing to do is to help your child identify and cope with their emotions. Emotions can be complicated, can be messy, but it paints the beautiful landscape of our joys and sorrows. Helping our kids see emotions as acceptable and valuable is a good start to helping them manage how they react healthily to emotions. Walk them through how to identify an emotion they might be feeling, sadness, happiness in the moment, and then sit with them in trying to understand and provide space, for that emotions. Like I said, no judging it as bad or good, then prompt them to use that emotion in a productive way. For example, I like to give you examples. I see you are storming the ground and yelling at your sibling. I wonder what emotions you might be feeling. Oh, okay, so it's anger, and I wonder what else. Oh, so underneath the anger, you're also feeling left out because they are playing the game without you, or because they are in your room and you want your space. That's understandable to feel angry and left out. What do you want to do with those feelings? Yes, let's try to take deep breaths, and when we're ready, we can ask calmly, if we can play with the game with them or tell them to leave your room, or if not, you play the game with you. That's the second thing to do. The third thing to do is for us as parents to model resilience. Kids are sponges. They watch, they learn, and they copy. As parents, we do our best to provide a healthy example for them to copy. Many parents have shielded their kids from any of their emotions, showing no weaknesses. While we're, intentioned, this can backfire with children feeling like struggling in their weakness and unacceptable in their family system. I always show my children when I'm tired, I'm exhausted. I tell them, Mommy is really tired now. She can't do this for you. I need to rest. On the other hand, some parents are oversharing with their raw emotions and children feel like they have to take care of their caretaker emotionally. We don't want to do that. There has to be, a balance, So modeling resilience looks like being open about a challenge and meeting it courageously, while acknowledging the emotions that goes along with it. If the kids watch us, their parents, scramble, blame, or escape during hard times, that's the template for them. If they watch parents take accountability, set boundaries, and continue with assessing healthy resources, that's a template for them, and that's a good template for them. My kids see me run, I go for a run most often, and they come, and I don't feel like going, but I still go. They see me push, and that's one of our affirmations. I have grit, I don't quit. So when they see you push, that's going to be a template for them. So let's give them a healthy template to work with. And then the last tip is teaching shame resilience. This is not very common, and that's what I do. I share uncommon things. Feeling shame can lead to fear, disconnection, and isolation. Many parents haven't learned how to deal with this powerful emotion themselves. So when when they see their child face turns red, heads drop, and run to the room, parents are at a loss. To teach shame resilience, help children identify how they experience shame. This is part of helping them learn how to label an emotions, like we talked before, by knowing what triggers it, where they feel it in their body, or what leads to it, and what they can do. For example, with your help, your child learns that when she makes a mistake in front of her dance class, her stomach drops, her head feels hot, and she wants to leave the class and never come back. This could be shame, and identifying it is the first step in building resilience to it. Then teach about speaking shame. This simply means discovering a language and safety in talking about shame triggers and connecting with another person. I really felt like giving up. I really felt ashamed, when I didn't answer the question correctly. This normalizes the experience and moves the child towards experiencing empathy instead of separation. When it comes to pornography, shame is toxic, and perpetrates secrecy and feelings of worthlessness. We don't want that. If children have good shame, resiliency skills, and know how to connect over the feeling of shame instead of going inside themselves, they are more likely to respond to exposure to pornography. So we need to teach our children that these emotions come. I feel embarrassed, when I go to a place and everyone is looking at me or laughing at me. What do I do at that time? What action do I take? So when we teach them to do these things, and as I've explained, even in things like pornography, or even in things like, I'm going to drop a video as regards, we don't keep secrets in the house. So we don't want our children to make a mistake and hide it. We want them to be able to come to us. So we have to build this language in our families. I hope this video has helped you. Please drop me a comment, subscribe, tell someone about my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for being here. Peace.